Hi guys, so if you're wondering why I'm in a similar outfit, I've recently just filmed my January 2017 reading wrap up, so looking quite the same. Anyway, today I'm here to do a review, and this is a review of a book that I got through the publishers via NetGalley, so thank you very much for the free ARC copy, but this does not alter my opinion in the slightest. Everything is 100% true, in my opinion. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm in a really weird state because I need to drink, I need some water, and I'm really tired, and for some reason that just makes a hyper energetic me. I'm just gonna go on and tell you what I'm reviewing. So I'm reviewing The Vets at Hope Green Part 1, Escape to the Country by Sheila Norton. I do believe this is going to be a 4 or 5 part series, and they are all relatively short, to be honest. I don't think there's very many pages to them. It kind of feels like a slightly longer novella to me when I was reading this, so keep that in mind. If you like a quick read, this will be a nice easy one to get through. So I gave this a 5 stars, and basically we are following I don't know how old she is. I think she's quite young, maybe like early 20s, that age, middle 20s, and we're following Sam, who's a receptionist at a vet's in London, and she's feeling pretty run down with life. She's not really in the exact career that she was wishing for and hoping for, and the relationship she's in currently, her boyfriend doesn't seem to understand her hopes and dreams and kind of shoots her down repetitively, in a sly, sort of subtle way to me at least, about those. And anyway, she decides she just needs a break, so she takes time off during the Easter break to visit her nana in Hope Green, which is a lovely little village kind of community where everyone seems to be quite nice, and it sounds perfect. I really like Hope Green. I think it sounds like the best place to be ever. Anyway, so we're just kind of following her life, to be honest. This is kind of marketed as a chick lit romance book, which never usually interests me. Honestly, the thing that caught my eye about this was the title, Vets at Hope Green. Is that what it's called? Let me check. The Vets at Hope Green, yes. And that's because I do animal management, and animals are generally the main aspect of my degree, so that was just interesting to me, and the fact, you know, that it just sounds nice and cottagey, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna go in and, you know, yes, it might have romance in, but I'm just gonna give it a shot and see what I think, and I really loved it. I'm actually really shocked at how much I enjoyed it. I know that might sound a bit bad, but honestly guys, I don't read romance, I don't find it interesting, but it captivated me, it really did. And honestly, there's not as much romance as you might think there would be in this. It was a really nice balance, a nice ratio. I really do hope that Sheila Norton keeps that throughout the rest of the series, because I think I'd enjoy that if they continued that balance. Actually, before I talk about all the things that I enjoyed, I just want to mention 2 kind of cons about this book. The first one is, it's really minimal, but because it's an art copy, I'm not too sure when it comes out. I just want to hopefully put this out there just in case it can be changed before it's released, if it's not already. They're literally just the slightest editorial kind of mistakes. There's like a sentence that is put way before it's actually meant to be used, and then you kind of see it repeated, but when you read it and you're like, wait, hold on, that doesn't make sense. Like the next paragraph down, it's there, and you're like, oh, okay, so that's just misplaced there, if that makes sense. So if that helps anyone to change it, then there you go. And then of course there's just like literally 1 or 2 other spelling mistakes, which is fine by me. I just wanted to make that a thing just in case anyone could sort that out, and it might help you guys. So there's that. And then the other thing is, I would really prefer so much more diversity in this little community. In a way, I can understand, because it does sound very much like a white English, you know, traditional farmy countryside, you know, place, you know what I mean? So you can understand why you may not see kind of minority groups there, and it was described beautifully. There wasn't anything discriminative about it or anything like that. I just feel like it would be nice to have more diversity in there to show that yes, you can have your traditional family values and stuff like that, but you can also have that in other groups, you know, of people, you know what I mean? So that would be lovely if anything like that was introduced, just to make it feel more real, because, you know, in this day and age, you don't live in an all white area, do you know what I mean? Like, yes, there are pockets here and there in some places, but in, you know, the great scheme of things, everyone's mixed, everyone's like when I say mixed, I don't mean people generally are mixed race. I mean everyone's mixed in together, you know, living as a community. So anyway, there's just those two things that I think could be improved. On to all the other great stuff. Oh no, my camera's about to die. So after the title kind of grasped my attention, also the cover was really cutesy, the synopsis really roped me in because it just sounded perfect to me, and it kind of resonated with me how I was feeling a little bit inside. So instantly I had that connection, and Sam as a character, perfect. I really liked her. I felt connected to her as well. I felt like some of the stuff she was saying was true for me as well, so it was just a nice journey to go on, you know. I really enjoyed that. Her boyfriend I really disliked. I think he was an arrogant prick throughout the whole thing. I'm so glad we didn't see too much of him. Nana I absolutely loved. There are some other characters that you stumble upon, but those are just, I guess, the main three, if you want to think about it that way. So yeah, really did enjoy that. I liked seeing the family values and kind of growth between Nana and her name's Nana Peggy, Nana Peggy and Sam, because they don't really see each other too often, but you can see the maternal care that the Nana had for Sam. The writing kind of reminded me of a kind of mature animal arc, which I really loved as a child, and kind of want to collect them and read them all now as an adult, because I don't know, it was just really cutesy and just really lovely, and I enjoyed it. It was so pleasant to read, really lovely, really adorable, really. I keep saying really, but I don't know how else to describe it. It was amazing, I loved it. Although the writing wasn't excitable, it wasn't amazing, it was just nice to read, you know, easy reading, quick paced, but not in terms of story. It's just like quick to read, if that makes sense. The story fleshed out nicely, and it's just writing at its simplicity but in a beautiful way. I actually read the last half to Joe, and even though he didn't have like the main bulk of what had happened beforehand, I just kind of gave him an abridged version. He absolutely loved it by the end as well, and he was feeling emotion for characters that he didn't even know like half an hour before, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a story that can touch anyone's hearts and just make you think, oh, what a lovely story that was. So I flew through this, and I think you should give it a go if you're interested in the sound of this book, I guess. But yeah, I think it's like 99p on Kindle, like on Amazon Books. So check that out if you're interested. And sorry I rushed this bit, my battery's flashing. This has never happened to me before, it's not full. That's scary, I need to charge it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has helped and given you any information, and if you've got any books that you'd recommend in this kind of genre, feel free to recommend it to me and I'll try and check them out. So yeah, I'll speak to you in another video soon. Bye.